Welcome back, YouTube. This is Radiata Lycoris, and today we are back with another video on Reverse 1999. Yeah. Adjust my mic. Yeah, I'm gonna continue on with the story, like I said. Trying to see how I get through the whole story one sitting. Not trying to rush or anything, but yeah, you know, just so that I can move on to better things. You know, so I keep up with the event, if anything. Yeah, other than that, let's not, without further ado, let's continue to chapter 8 in the toffee jar.
Oh, my head everywhere hurts. Did I get pulled into pieces or pieces? No!
Lonnie, you're awake.
Pulled into pieces, Jesus.
I have just given you first aid for the wounds. For now, we will have to wait for Miss Tooth Fairy to administrate a thorough treatment when she comes back. Don't worry, she's very professional and skillful. You won't feel any pain in the process.
Am I in the cabin? Then I'm not dead. Good, I'm not dead.
You are safe. The critter is gone. Don't worry. Follow me. Take a deep breath. Hold my hand. Another deep breath.
Lonnie gradually calms down, yet her hands are still trembling.
Do you feel better now?
Thank you. I feel much better now. Oh, Anne! Where is she? Did she get hurt?
We didn't find her in the woods. Wasn't she in Michael's car?
Now she cares about Anne.
No, she wasn't. She jumped off. She saw me being attacked by the critter and jumped out from the side window. Oh no.
Oh, really?
The butcher. He must have taken Anne. Must be with him. I saw him too. He was walking towards her. Just like what would happen in a horror movie.
Exactly.
It's okay. Here, take my hand. We know where she is now. This is good. We will get her back safe and sound.
Okay. I understand.
The wooden door once again opens with squeaky noises.
Miss Tooth Fairy, you're back. Where is Michael?
They have gone.
She took a chain of keys out of her pocket and put it on the table.
We are not able to catch up and intercept their car. It crashed on the edge of the woods in front of us.
Crashed on the edge of the woods? What do you mean?
I don't know either. The car was about to rush out of the woods, and then we heard a huge crashing sound. The front section was squeezed together, and the rear wheels were lifted in the air. And there was an explosion. Looks like the car was crashing into an invisible wall.
Invisible wall, wow.
It happened right in front of us. Too quick and too astonishing. We got to the car. The fire caused by the explosion was being extinguished by the rain. We found no one but this key.
Is it yours, Bonnie?
No, never seen it before. I always have some decorations or a doll attached to the keychain. This one is rusty and too plain. It smells weird too, like dirt.
Anything special?
No, neither mark nor labels. We didn't find anything to match it in the car.
First the lone wolf, then the people who failed to escape. Things are getting too complicated. But there's one thing that I am certain of. We are now caught in a dangerously and classically plotted horror movie.
Yeah. After taking a break, they light a fire to warm the space.
That means Anne jumped off the car in order to save Blondie from the critter's attack. Then she got lost. According to Blondie, the last thing she saw was the approaching butcher from the woods.
She's in great danger. We must act swiftly to save her. Also, we need to turn this cabin into a security base for the upcoming battles. Horopedia and I will rescue Anne. He's a horror movie expert, and it will be of great help. In the meantime, you and Sonetto stay here to take care of Blondie, and to secure this room.
I will take good care of her.
The group splits into two halves. The one staying in the cabin starts to work.
Ow! This hurts!
Please be careful.
Please bear with me for a minute. The wounds caused by critters are prone to tetanus. I need to thoroughly sterilize them.
Yeah.
How about some painkillers? Give me some!
I'm very sorry. I don't have any with me.
Didn't you say your treatment wouldn't be painful?
I'm terribly sorry for what you're going through, but this is not the typical kind of treatment that we used to receive from her.
How did she do it then?
She would...
Sano looks at Miss Tooth Fairy with hesitation. She pauses until she sees the latter gives her a nod of permission.
She would ask us to take the Tooth Fairies. That is, those golden elves in the glass jar. They're effective in treating toothache and other oral diseases, but also can be used to reduce inflammation, stimulates wound healing, and relieve headaches.
Take... You mean to eat this?
Exactly. Oh, that's what the trailer said. That's what she says. That's what she says to do.
Yes. And it actually tastes pretty nice. Like mint and flavored dried plum. It just looks a bit unconventional.
You mean like cannibalism? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I want to know how I feel about that, eating a tooth fairy.
You would go as far as to eat this shit?
So, does she have like an unlimited supply of tooth fairies? Is that what this is? That's what her arcane ability is?
Please, stretch your legs. I need to sterilize the inner thighs.
Ow! Okay, fine. I will take that. Bring me the little elflings.
Sorry, Blondie. You can't eat tooth fairies as a treatment.
Why can't I? Of course I can. I will just put it in my mouth and swallow with my eyes closed.
This is not about you. It is my own rule of treatment. I have specific treatments for humans and arcanists correspondingly. Through our contacts so far, I got to know that you don't consider yourself as an arcanist, and that's why I will not treat you as one.
Oh.
Are you upset about what I said? I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have been rude to arcanists in front of you. I know it hurt your feelings. I was not myself. I chose to live amongst humans, chose to be their friends, to be a different arcanist. I thought in this way I would be taken in as one of them. But as you see, when things come to a critical moment, they run away without me. It was my car that they drove to escape, and yet they called me a freak and left me here to die. Funny, isn't it?
Sad story. I feel sorry for you. But still, you can't take the tooth fairies.
Is this a punishment for what I have done?
I don't think so.
I can't feed you the tooth fairies only because you still think you are a human. You don't recognize the behavior of your human classmates, but still want to be on this side and be one of them.
Okay.
The wounds are packed.
Already? I didn't feel a thing.
I've applied carbuncle growth promoter. It will paralyze, sedate, and accelerate your cell regeneration.
Isn't that a medicine for arcanists?
It is a prescription approved by the medicine examination supervised by Campbell. In this case, it doesn't violate my rule.
You could have applied this earlier and spared me the pain.
I don't rely on painkillers. I am an excellent doctor. Minimizing patients' pain is of course my forte.
Yeah, I don't rely that much on painkillers either, I'll be honest. I should though, a little bit more than I normally do.
When kids can't suppress their pain, I normally sing for them to ease their pain.
You didn't sing for me. Was it because you didn't want to?
Maybe. I confess, what you didn't said at first was really annoying. Arcanists and humans always act as if they were of one merged entity, but we all know how lines have been drawn between their own people and the others. You grew up among humans, and you learned to look away from the truth as they did. Oh, but you do react better to the medicine for Arcanists. Your blood is bringing you a good outcome. Look, in another half an hour, your wounds will be fully recovered. By then, you will be able to jump and run freely, as if you were never hurt. However you feel about your ancestry, it is helping you out.
My wounds. A good outcome.
Bonnie's shocked by what she heard, watches Tooth Fairy wrapping up her devices and walking towards the stairs.
Miss Tooth Fairy, please wait. If what Mr. Horopedia has said is true, it's dangerous for us to split up. The three of us should stay together.
It will take another 25 minutes for her legs to fully recover. If the situation were to develop based on the rules of horror movies, at this stage, I am safe. Don't worry about me.
I see. Have you also done a lot of research about this genre?
Not a lot. I just browsed the secret notebook left by Horopedia in the infirmary. I covered him from the instructors to keep his notebook. Since then, we became friends.
Aww.
Keep things from the instructors? Did you do this a lot?
Everybody's a rule breaker but you, Soneto.
Not really.
Clearly they got the
rules were
memo.
extremely strict. Except for Horopedia, I only had Vertin as a frequent guest. She pretended that she got a stomachache, lying in bed for half a class. She took many toffees when she left.
Timekeeper faked her illness? Ah, and that also explains her toffees.
You didn't know that?
When I stopped recording the last video, in the main section, the main lobby section of the game, Tooth Fairy did mention Burton out of nowhere. I was trying to see if I could find that that voice line again. But yeah, she did mention about Burton and her always faking her illnesses in order to get toffee.
It seems I need to apologize to Vertin for letting out her secret.
Aww.
But thank goodness you are on her side now. Our negligence didn't cause much damage.
Okay, I'm all right now. What should we do next? As promised to Vertin, we need to fix this building and lay traps in the surrounding area to make it safe homes. Got it. I'll get started now. I'll come help too. Okay, this cabin has been abandoned for years. Upgrade. Only one trap can be set in the yard. The traps can be set to deal with different situations, so choose wisely. Okay. Oh, this is cool. Or some did this before. And we're out of the logs. We're out of logs for this repair too. Wait, unless... Never mind, I've got more. I wonder how much they want me to upgrade these. I guess there are gonna be more sites. Okay. Traps can be set in all stages. After a trap is set, its marker will be displayed here. Trap set. Okay. The last girl.
The last girl normally has 2 categories.
Okay.
Anne is the exemplar of the first kind. Pure, innocent, and mild like a virgin.
Like a what?
The second kind is those cool girls. More condescending, erudite, and sophisticated. This category can easily tackle any difficulties and make sensible choices, like our Miss Tooth Fairy.
They are all good girls, approved by society. Therefore, people reward them with the privilege to survive.
The Critter's Claw and the Butcher's Cleaver will never hurt them or kill them.
So what do you mean?
I mean, please don't worry. Anne will be fine. She is safe.
This is something that you're the mastermind behind this. I will never forgive you, Harpedia.
She is particularly safe before we die. But if we lose her, the probability of our death will go up, 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 and up.
Very comforting.
Behind the bushes, a track of grass is flattened, as if something heavy was there.
Wait, the carcass of the giant critter is missing.
Maybe it's not totally dead and has crawled back to its den?
It was dead. I've checked and there was no way it could survive. Here in the mud, it's the fur... Oh, also, what's this?
Okay.
A note? That's weird. Hey, look! It's the butcher's footprints!
Let's follow it.
The footprints disappear. The soil here is less moisturized than the outside, so the footprints are barely left.
This smell. I think I've smelt this before. The key. This is the smell of the key. The moss here is definitely special. We need to take some samples back for Miss Tooth Fairy.
Burton? Is that you?
It's Anne's voice. She must be here. Anne, can you hear me?
I'm here! I'm like below you!
Below?
A hidden entrance greets Verton as she splits and pushes the weeds and moss aside. This is where Anne's voice comes from.
The pit is deliberately dug. The soil here is dry and granular. This was originally a cave. She is hidden inside.
Harpedia rubs the soil with 2 fingers to take out the white moss inside and puts it in a sample bag.
I see you.
Anne stands on her toes and tries hard to reach Verton's hands.
Stay strong and take my hands. I will pull you out.
It's not a deep cave, as the girl up there pulls the full strength. The one down there gets out. They both fall to the ground.
God, thank you. I thought I would die in there.
Oh, now she's all dirty.
Where are the others? Are they all right? Did someone go rescue them as well?
We saved Blonnie, but didn't find any of the boys. Don't worry, we will do our utmost to find them.
This is good news. Jennifer is safe now. The butcher threw me into that pit and left. I don't know when he'd be back. Perhaps any time now.
Anne looks into the depths of the forest restlessly.
Burton, we have to get out of here now.
The hunter is good at approaching his prey in silence. The sound of heavy breathing suddenly comes from behind, like that in many other horror stories. With the knife close to her neck, the girl can't help but tremble in fear.
Just as the classic plot goes, this is the right timing. Step back. He can't kill you, but he might hurt you.
No, I will fight along this time. I can't be a burden to you now.
Okay. Well, we have crit rate by 5%, HP by 250%, 250, and then crit damage by 3%. When the caster enters the battle, it will give us Moxie by 2. Okay.
I will assist you to keep the battle under
Oh,
control.
there he goes.
No. Relax.
Forward! Hey!
Think of peaceful moments.
Stop me up! Left hand up! Now right hand up! Hey! Peace and love! Peace and love! They're just little games. Forward! Plus! Nice! Peace and love! Peace and love! Hey! Did I meet your expectations?
Run! Run away from him! Don't let him catch you!
Like a miracle, a branch strikes the knife all of a sudden so forcefully that the knife bounces out of the butcher's huge hands and lands a couple of meters away.
That is...
No!
No! I won't allow it!
A scream squeezes its way out of the young girl's throat. They start charging towards the knife at the same time. Both of them stretch their arms and reach for the knife. Anne reaches for the knives first, followed by the clumsy butcher. In an instant, she jumped up and pins the butcher. Oh my goodness! A gust of moist, hot air blows off like a steam stream. Anna, what did you do? Sweat flows down her spine despite the coldness at night. The relief after the extreme tension makes the young girl shiver ceaselessly. The towering body around her shrieks like a balloon, quickly losing its air and blending in with the soil. A strong odor of bees suddenly fills the air.
You can let go of me, Anne. It's over. He disappeared.
Oh, right. I know.
Yeah, you defeated him. Like a marvelous miracle.
Marvelous miracle, she says.
Wow. A miracle. The Braveheart and the miserable death of the crazy criminal killed by his own weapon. This is the last girl.
Well, I guess everything's solved then. Everything's done. Right? Okay. Almost done. App is set. Hoarding obsession.
A warehouse filled with bizarre little items. Puppets, a Ouija board, audio tapes, a diary, and a ring box. To my forever love, Victoria, here lies my lifelong secret. In the summer of 1973, I took the life of a young lady. Huh. Sounds like an intriguing story. Those kids will love it. The pity is, I find no teeth here.
Good. That'd make another trap. The cabin is more safely secured now. Now, take these boards to the east side of the house. We need to have that direction covered as well.
Damn it, what are you? Did you really draw this amount of strength and energy from this thin body?
This is nothing compared to the training I received in the Foundation. Blondie, it is okay to rest on the chair over there if you're feeling fatigued. Leave this to me.
Before the kind-hearted girl finished her words, someone else takes over the boards.
Ladies, I found something in the attic. I brought them here. Burton?
Timekeeper!
It's Anne! She's safe! Good. What's that behind her? I didn't know there's still an army stationing here.
No, that's a cluster of monsters. Well, you can also call it an army.
Awesome! How are we supposed to deal with them? We are so dead.
I can't run any further.
Good. They've set traps in front of the cabin. Sonetto!
Activate the trap. Prepare to engage.
Let me see who will be my poor teammates.
Dental checkup. No worries.
That's them?
Wow.
Go to hell!
Please live up to my expectations, Carlos.
Relax. No worries.
Huh.
Breathe. Thank you for your cooperation.
Easy job. Hey, you win.
Stop.
Interessante! Interessante!
We need some peaceful moments.
Wow. Huh. Whoops. An accident. Don't worry. Let's have a cup of tea.
Stop.
I'll give you the time to pray.
Just a reminder.
As if possible.
Watch your steps.
That's them? Ciao, amore!
Mind the machines on the ground. Bang.
Go to hell!
No worries.
Huh.
Breathe.
Police's number. I'll carve it on your face.
My apologies. Don't be
Easy,
You
Cortex.
will be source. An accident.
Relax. No worries.
Wow.
That's them?
Whoops. An accident.
Go to hell! Viva il mio maestro!
Are we finishing up this one? I guess we'll read this. Burly build a slip left behind from some notes. Meat cleaver in hand, Jack walked from one house to the next. You ought to know he'll never let any naughty little trespasser off that easy. Like every terrifying monster, his past is a sorrowful tale. Even when Jack was a child, his wits were far duller than those of his peers. A group of young explorers appeared. They were not good friends. They were not kind-hearted. Jack plunged into the water, silently sinking like a giant rock. When Jack returned, his axe let them know they had made a mistake. They begged for mercy, but it was too late. The moonlight didn't shine that Friday. Misfortune had found a new home. That's where the giant rock lives, a foul-smelling pool of water, an emerald on a silver ring. Where is that? Where is it? Meat cleaver. Axe. Meat cleaver? Question mark. Party little trespassers. Sorrowful tale. Not good friends. Not kind-hearted. Unhappy childhood. Thinking. Traumatic experience. The moonlight didn't shine that Friday. Misfortune had found a new home. Black Friday. Oh. Okay, okay. I didn't know I was gonna do all that. That's kind of cool. It's a good thing we read it. Okay, what's next? White moss.
You offered us the best odds. We have the last girl.
Say that? I'm not that good. It was pure luck.
No, you are awesome. You struck away a knife with a branch and took the murderer's life with his own weapon. I can't be wrong with your part to play here. You are the last girl. I should have noticed this earlier. You are gentle, simple, and kind-hearted enough to put yourself in danger to save others. No one is more suitable for this role than you. This is your part. Good, good. From now on, I will stay right next to you because where you are is always going to be the safe place.
Jennifer?
Blondie, I need to remind you that the character who relies on others always leads to a miserable end.
Mm-hmm.
Get lost. Have you ever wondered why people dislike you? Anne, promise me you will keep me safe with this special power of yours.
This is good. Blondie seems to be more relaxed now. She smiles a lot more as well.
She's changing. Not bad.
Miss Tooth Fairy, please take a look at this.
A piece of moss, with mud and a sour and earthy smell. It smells the same as the key. I found this smell in their car, as well as on the sofa in the cabin.
In the cabin.
Where did you get this?
There's a special area near the woods, where the temperature and humidity levels are higher, so mosses are ubiquitous.
Any signs of artificial cultivation?
I'm not sure. This place has been deserted for so long. We haven't found any trace of human activities.
After examining the moss and thinking in silence, Tooth Fairy nods confirmedly.
This is a potion. Like most moss-made potions, it paralyzes the central neural system of humans. The subject will become impulsive, confused, and mad. They permeated the whole campsite with the rain, taking away the sanity from Jason, Freddy, and Michael, like what would happen in a horror movie.
No surprise. Ordinary people would never behave as foolish as the main characters in a horror movie.
Yeah.
It said that a similar smell was also found on the Xeno Youth Force. Were they controlled by the moss here?
Yes, the changes of personality can be one of the effects of the moss.
So the moss not only affects humans, it also works on arcanists. What about us? Why haven't we been affected?
Time. It takes time.
Oh.
Humans perceive the world through the use of reason. They are the creature of logic and senses. However, they soon lose their sanity when they meet insanity. Arcanists are not the same. We were born with chaotic, mixed emotions. Our innate sensitivity to feelings and potion resistance are stronger. The Xeno Youth Force stayed here for an adequately long period to be contaminated. It will also affect us when the time comes.
Perhaps we have lost our minds without realizing it.
Arpedia puts both hands behind his head and sinks into the sofa. But soon he sits up straight again and approaches the table eagerly.
Ooh, what are these? They look appealing. Why hasn't anyone told me about them?
I found them in the attic. These tiny and exquisite items have a lot to dig into.
The fairy looks up at the dark attic.
Pity. I still haven't found a tooth.
Hmm. I don't know why she has to collect a tooth so badly, but probably has her reasons. Okay. Let's try organizing these notes and get them back to the way they were. We might glean some new information that way. I've organized them once before. Let's take a look. Wow, it's a classic camp horror story. Is there any other information you can glean from this? Not at the moment. There are 2 stories left. Let's take another look once we've gathered them all. Oh, it's a new one, Silver Rain. Okay. Code 12. The young staff of the Foundation are making deductions from the current situation. The city girl and the town girl lie in the sofa, snuggled up against each other and fiddling with the clutter piled up on the table.
Look, they're trying to solve the problem, yet we can do nothing but fiddle around. Maybe I should have worked harder in college, so that I can at least understand a thing or two from the conversations.
Don't worry, Jennifer. I don't understand any of what they said either. You are not alone. I'm here with you.
I'm not like you. You literally don't know anything. I remember when we first met, you asked if everything I had on me.
Interesting.
You grew up here, in a small town in the middle of nowhere. It is only normal that you don't know anything about the outside world. But I'm different. I've been to big cities, I've gone to college, I've read books, I've pretended to be well adapted to this lifestyle. But in fact, I'm still ignorant, knowing nothing but empty pleasures. My hair color gives away who I am. I'm a silly blondie.
Well, not necessarily.
Don't speak of yourself like this, Jennifer.
Anne sits up, frowning with anxiety. She raises her voice.
You're not silly. You're smart. You make your own movie with the script you wrote by yourself. You're pretty and kind, and you're the best person I've ever known. Please don't hate yourself.
Fine, I get it. But can you let go of my hand first? You're hurting me a bit.
Oh, sorry. Are you going to be okay? Shall I get you some ointment for these red areas on your hand?
You're funny. I'm not some glass doll that breaks for being held too tightly.
Mm.
Oh, I can barely breathe. You were great fun.
You're smiling. Did I make you happy? This is good.
Don't you find me weird? My attitude changes so rapidly. I've been mean to you for a long time, and all of a sudden I start to follow you around and try to use you to survive from this.
Weird? What's so bad about that? Even if you're weird, it's a good kind of weird. I like you staying by my side.
Even if I'm a benefit-driven fence-sitter who immediately embraced Arcanist after being ditched by my human friends?
Jason and Michael shouldn't hate you if they knew you better.
The laughter makes her tired. She let her body fall on the sofa.
You seem to really like me. You would jump off the car to rescue me. You protect me, praise me. You would even be happy because I was happy.
It's a pretty picture.
Because I've never seen anyone as pretty as you are.
It's a very painterly style. Looks different from all the other art in the game thus far.
You're special. You're different to the rest of us.
Oh, stop. I will not be embarrassed for these nice things you said about me. I've heard enough of them throughout my entire life. Listen, I'm very sorry for mistreating you, and I'm grateful that you came to save me. I will reward you with a secret. My secret. Do you want to hear it?
Absolutely.
His green eyes are filled with sincerity, shining like a puppy's.
I'd love to.
In fact, I don't hate horror movies.
Of course you don't.
This is the diary I found in the attic. There were many other things, like a full warehouse.
I actually liked them a lot when I was a kid. I spent most of my time here, in Green Lake Campsite, writing my own horror movie scripts on paper.
The handwriting is pretty childish, so the writer might be around 8 to 13 years old. Some of the narratives are straightforward, but the story itself is very creative.
But later, we moved to another town. My parents earned great success in business, and we moved into a high-profile community where only humans are allowed. We were also given privileges that Arcanists cannot enjoy. It was then I realized nobody wants me to be an Arcanist.
It was since that day the diary stopped updating. It might be forgotten or taken away. The story ended there.
That's why I decided to break off my connections with Arcanists and stop showing interest in emotive things like horror movies in order to hide the Arcanist side of me. I took out my energy on other things which may ease my mind, like soap operas, new clothes, fashions. People like me this way. They said this is what I'm supposed to do. They believed I'm a dumb bimbo, believed that I hate books. I led a life they want me to have, till I graduated from high school.
I don't like these people. You shouldn't have been put through this. You are the smartest person I've ever known.
Anne reaches out a hand and clenches her fist.
If one day I run into them, I will pull their noses and mouths off. Like this.
A wonderful idea. I wish I was as creative as you are. So, in the end, I attacked one of the jerks who didn't watch his mouth at the prom. I slapped him in the face and smashed 4 sandwiches and a salad on his head. Then, feeling resentful for what had happened, I applied for a degree in filmmaking, a course which was considered to be ill-fitted to me, and next I start shooting horror movies for an assignment I have to finish. Deep down inside, I think I have never really given them up. I've probably never stopped loving them.
Keep on shooting. I will buy you a new camera.
Hello? Have you been eavesdropping? Where's your manners?
Actually, I heard them all as well.
So did I.
We are in the same room.
Yeah.
We can talk, we can hear, and the air helps. That's it.
Well, we are all here, paying attention to your voices. We heard everything you just said.
Toothfairy walks up gently, putting a pink diary on Looney's knees.
I think this is yours. Now I should hand it back to you.
Where did you find it? I haven't seen this for a really long time.
A reunion after a long separation. Looney opens the diary carefully.
I used to do some arcanist tricks with it, but I have lost control over my power since I threw it into the achoo!
Looney suddenly gives a shiver, perhaps because she is touched by the diary or perhaps because of something else. She raises her head and looks around.
Aren't you guys cold? How come it's so chilly?
A gust of cold wind along the bit rain swirls the cabin outside the open door. A wedding ring lies in a puddle, reflecting light ominously.
That ring. Wasn't it on my finger a minute ago?
Oh, was it now?
Watch out. Something is approaching.
What interesting accident will happen next?
No worries.
That's them? Huh.
Please, don't resist.
Don't worry, you won't cry soon! Bitch. Easy job. Interessante! Interessante!
Stop. Relax.
Wow.
I smell the scent of mint oil.
Please live up to my expectations, Carlos.
Prego! Hey, you will be sorry.
In peaceful moments.
I'll give you the time to pray. As if possible.
No worries.
Ciao, amore!
Come back to me.
Easy, poor thing.
Relax.
Huh. Wow.
Breathe.
Please live up to my expectations, Carlos.
Hey, you will be sorry.
My apologies.
Don't beat me! Just a reminder. Watch your steps. That's them?
Find the machines on the ground.
Bang. Hey, you will be sorry. Interessante! Interessante! Prego! Interessante! Interessante!
No worries.
Huh. Wow.
Please, don't resist.
Don't worry. Let's have a cup of tea.
Please live up to my expectations, Carlos.
That's them? Huh. Police's number. I'll carve it on your face. Don't worry, you won't cry soon! Whoops. An accident.
My apologies. Don't beat me.
Wow.
Relax.
Don't worry. Let's have a cup of tea.
I would like to express my deepest regret for the accidents.
How many more dead men were buried here? I've had enough. Can't we just get rid of that dead woman? She's approaching. This is a good chance to... Ugh! She smells like a skunk in the sewer!
Blondie! The ghost bride took her down. We need to help her. Not good. The critters are coming around again.
Ghost Bride bummers something and crawls over Blondie, who has fallen to the ground.
I do.
Hey, Blondie! If you want to survive, leave that ring alone!
Hell, you think I wanted this? This crazy woman ghost put it on me! Get off! Get off!
The Ghost Bride's oozy body is kicked back several feet. Blondie quickly struggles to her feet and runs towards the back of the cabin.
Damn! Her whimper can summon more critters! They are going out from the ground!
Shaking her head, Tooth Fairy walks towards the center of the monsters. She is surrounded by sparkling powder.
What they need is a song.
She gonna sing?
This is Miss Tooth Fairy singing. Miss Tooth Fairy, behind you.
Jeez, what on earth is that?
What is it, do you think? Of course! A good surprise!
Yikes.
I didn't know I was a talented driver.
What is that? That's the car?
Once we get out of here, I'm gonna get myself a driver's license.
Within 30 seconds, you crashed over every critter in our sight. I don't think you were qualified to be a driver. No, that's not the point. Where did you get the car?
Yeah, what is that?
Pink lines. This is drawn with an oil paint pen. This is her arcane skill. Your arcane skill restored pretty fast. Seems like you've accepted your identity.
Maybe that, or maybe because I retrieved this diary. I feel something has changed inside me, making me a bit hyped.
A good try. Please keep up with the feeling.
That song you just sang, can I take it as a gift?
You mean?
Well, you still owe me a song. Please, I want a song from you.
Well, she was singing it until you ruined the moment.
Sure, take it as a gift. For making progress in life, and for your courage to embrace who you truly are.
Wow.
This is my handkerchief. Take it, wipe your face. Ah!
The Hummer woven with pink graffiti horns and melts in the rain. Looney stumbles backward. It's a misjudgment of her own arcane ability, a mistake commonly made by a rookie arcanist.
Did you just get a bit woozy from putting up a big scene to the rescue?
I didn't.
She did.
Okay, yeah,
What are you doing?
I know the rules of social courtesy. You just saved my life, so I won't embarrass you by telling others you just overestimated your ability.
Harpedia shakes his hand. A grin spread across his face.
If you are willing to take advice from me, I would say don't overburden yourself.
Missing the last one for this one. Missing something back here? I think so. Side fortune cookies. The ghost bride's flesh and wedding dress smashed the ground, emitting a beastly stench and turning into a pile of black fur.
There's a note hidden inside, just like the one found in the butcher's corpse.
Someone is passing messages to us through these notes. If we defeat more monsters, we will get a clearer picture of what's happened at Green Lake Campsite.
This is the all-time favorite trick of the plotter. He takes the whole situation under control, playfully teases the innocent participants like us, through which he gains a special sense of fulfillment. But we have our means to cope with it.
Arpedia raises the note with his left hand and a shiny ring with his right hand and smiles.
The ring brought us a putrefied ghost bride. Then we got the book, the pillbox, the weird samples. Every item from the attic comes from a monster we just confronted. Touching the forbidden and the misfortune will befall you. We can find stories of this kind in many civilizations. But what if we used to fight back?
Not to wait for the monsters, but summon them to us.
Exactly! If you want, we can select which ones to summon first. If you carefully look into each of these, you will find that these items have a lot to tell us. If we plan their arrivals and predict their weaknesses in advance, victory will absolutely be ours.
A risky strategy, but could be equally beneficial. However we decide to do this, it's always better to take action before our enemy does.
Horopedia, how likely is it for you to get their weaknesses right?
Almost 100%. If one Horopedia is not enough, we have one more creative Miss Horopedia here as backup.
You can't be talking about me.
Unfortunately, I think he is talking about you.
Of course you! You are erudite and experienced in horror movies. Relax! You deserve the title of Horopedia.
Does he always vex people like this? Or is he just being annoying here?
Mr. Horopedia is not a bad person. He's just a bit unconventional.
There's no doubt this is the craziest carnival ever. The delirious fog, the attic filled with curses, the rainy night and the countless monsters. I praise you, my beloved cabin in the woods!
What interesting accident will happen next?
I bet you this sneezing critter specimen has been standing here for over 100 years. Ew! It's just like...
Like what?
Oh, never mind. My dad had a business partner. An old money, you know? Who had a real wonder room in his mansion. I was 7 back then. His son wanted to show me his so-called masculinity and took me to see his great-grandpa's collections. He thought I would be screaming when I saw the freaky two-headed snake specimen, but he didn't know that I was a freak myself.
We are the people who live between the world of humans and arcanists. These things happen. I can imagine that.
Anyway, At least I got to point out that his teeth were chattering, and that made him cry. That was fun. Totally worth the scolding from my father. Think of it that way. It's not that bad to be a freak. Who knows? Maybe.
I'm glad you say so. Watch out, they're coming. No worries.
Wow.
I just keep hearing this motorcycle today. Like, he's very persistent today. I don't know what's going on out there.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Pitch. Easy job. Police is numbered. I'll carve it on your face.
Relax.
That's them?
Please live up to my expectations, colleagues.
Free.
Go to hell!
Put that aside. Tell us the story you wrote about that specimen. You must have written one about it, right?
I would like to hear it too. I'm sure it will be interesting.
Seriously? It's written by a 7-year-old girl. Maybe someday I'll make it a film. Those losers who want to brag about their masculinity in front of girls will wet their pants in the theater. Before that, someone get that note out of those things. For the record, I won't lay a single finger on it.
Watch your fingers, Miss Burton. A rusted knife is even more dangerous.
Thanks for noticing, Miss Tooth Fairy. If this thing has something to do with the Butcher, we may predict his weakness through it.
You're getting better and better at this, Burton. A simple logical deduction plus some movie knowledge. Bang!
I'll give you the time to pray. As if possible. I'll give you the time to pray. I'll give you the time to pray.
No
As
worries.
if possible. Ciao, amore!
Thank you for your cooperation.
Police is numbered. I'll carve it on your face.
Wow.
That's them?
Relax.
Prego!
Free.
Oh, my dear GS003 Silver Bullet, I will give you a kiss. By the way, did I mention that it actually doesn't include any silver? I barely had any chances to test it. You know, no field missions, let alone a real spiritual body to be my lab rat. I could only analyze their information, predict their action patterns, and ask for a little help from Laplace. Look how my bullets penetrate those ghost critters' heads just now.
You do know that nobody gives a rat's ass about your bang-bang ghost shooting lecture, right?
After watching a film, haven't you had that what if I were the heroine fantasy? Hey, be honest with yourself. You know you love them. Here, Burton, another note. Take it.
The zombie bridegrooms. We've dealt with them.
And their stinky smell. One more time? I've had enough.
Be patient, Blondie. You can always run over them with your vehicle.
We're getting closer to the truth. Stay alert, everyone. I don't...
Oops, sorry. The words when they're talking is different from when they're talking, the voice acting.
in its invisible moment.
Just a reminder. Watch your steps.
No worries.
Find the machines on the ground. Bang.
Easy, Porter.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Hey, you will be sorry. Wow. Huh.
Hey! Don't worry, you won't cry soon! Easy, Porter.
Whoops. An accident.
Interessante, interessante!
Relax. No worries.
That's them?
Come back to me.
Don't worry, you won't cry soon!
The words written on this love letter are smudged by rain. I wish I could read them.
It's more of an arcane gadget symbolizing a tragic love story. The only purpose is to hold a curse ritual. To fake an event record is simple, but to create a poem, I assume the one behind all these is not able to do that.
I agree, Miss Tooth Fairy. Please take this note, Timekeeper. I'm looking forward to your deduction.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Good. This should be the last note.
Burton, these are all the notes we can find in the backyard. I just checked on Jennifer and Sonetto. They're still looking for more, but this shouldn't take them much longer.
Thank you for your update.
Except that...
That
Burton,
what?
can I ask you a question?
Sure, please.
Do you have any wishes? Big ones, small ones, hilarious ones, or sincere ones? Any wishes?
Me? I think... I currently don't have any wishes.
Not even for the most trivial things? Like candies, a good rest, or a soft bed?
My life is good enough without them. You look pretty shocked. Have they all told you what they want?
Yes. Jennifer wants a soft bed and a hot tub. Mr. Horopedia wants a cup of coffee or a gum.
Yeah, I want a cup of coffee. That's what I want right now.
Miss Tooth Fairy wants a collection of critter teeth. And Sonetto,
Yeah?
she wants a toffee. She said she wants to taste it properly this time, for she has never really paid attention to the flavor.
Once we get out of here, their wishes will soon come true. How about you, Anne? What do you wish to get?
Me.
Yes, what is your wish? She crutches her chest shyly and lightly scratches her nose.
It is a secret. I can't tell you now,
Okay.
but I will get you some presents. I don't have many friends, and I really like you.
Great! Timekeeper and Anne! You're here! We have found every piece of information we can. We can start cross-examining them any minute.
I get it. Let's go back.
Have you noticed?
Noticed what?
And reaches out a dry palm and points to the moon.
That the rain has stopped.
Yeah, it did. No, Anne's acting pretty suspicious. Great, now we figured out all the stories. one thing's obvious. The sky isn't exactly the grid storyteller. Stories contradict each other's and there's nothing connecting them. These identical sentences are definitely an important clue. Oh, you're right, let's see. We must have missed a place before. There must be some thread connecting these bits of information. Let's try putting them in order. Have organized notes. Candy. Eating up all the candy. A man holding a medicine box. Okay. Seven fingers. Wait a minute. You see that right here? Water. Got it. Oh, you're right. Let's see. They only have one thing in common. It's water. Each story has something to do with a body of water. Exactly. I think it's Green Lake. That's where we should go next. Okay. I want to read these two real quick. It's a pitch black, sharp-toothed monster. It can swallow a bear as if it were gobbling down candy. No, I feel sorry for that poor little thing. Its parents died and it's become a test subject, suffering in the name of some war conspiracy. Deformed bones pierce through flesh and skin, crying and howling all the night long. Beneath the water's surface, quiet, come the anger shout from the man holding the medicine box. The room was silent. Something as white as snow was eating up all the candy. Whether inside the jar, outside the jar, black or white. That's where the giant rock lives. A foul-smelling pool of water, an emerald on a silver ring. Where is that? Where is it? The last one, silver ring. The bride in her white dress wanders by the lake every night, searching for her beloved, searching for another happy bride. The gentle girl's tears stream down her face, the person in her heart concealing a sharp knife, a silver hoop made for a ring, a hemp rope made for a collar. The sparkling light shines, and she falls into the mirror. The elegy of and white rose, a wooden box buried 6 feet under. The groom's 10 fingers wring tears from a white handkerchief. His beloved awakened in the dead of the every night. She visits him at night to fulfill the oath they made. taking his 11 fingers and carefully placing rosebuds between them. That's where the giant rock lives, a foul-smelling pool of water, an emerald on a silver ring. Where is that? Where is it? Okay, let's get back to it. Episode 14. Top of the lighthouse. The humid green lake is shrouded in mist.
That's right. This is where all the stories are leading to.
Going through the notebook in his hand, he nods with certainty.
Huh. Jack the Drowner, the monster crying under the water, and the bride sinking into a glistening mirror. Here must be the center of all that happened. This is where the ghost stories we encountered at the campsite were created. And now they have led us here. What we need to do next is find the clues hidden here and let the clues build our story. What's wrong, Blondie?
When we arrived here, was there...
Looney hesitantly raises her arm and points to the middle of the misty lake.
Was there a lighthouse?
Huh? I think it just showed up out of nowhere. Like a ghostly figure appearing behind you. A lighthouse in the lake. Lighthouse.
Is the lighthouse in the lake also a classic element in horror stories?
I think it is. No?
Well, not quite. But it can be a good place for horror stories. In the middle of a huge, gloomy lake, a lighthouse stands there like the fang in a monster's mouth. You can't find any place better than this to hide a horrifying secret.
After observing the riverbank for a while, Harpedo walks over and pulls something. The boat, on the other hand, the boat on the other end of the rope is then pulled to his side.
And there's even a boat here. You should know that a campsite horror movie couldn't exist without a little boat.
You're just not afraid of being killed, are you?
The young girl shakes slightly, rubbing the goosebumps on her arms.
What if it turns over? What if there's a lake monster? We might be putting ourselves into its mouth like serving it a plate of dessert.
To be fair, it makes no difference whether we are on the shore or in the boat. We're just cakes and different plates to it. If it does exist. If I were the lake monster, between the cake running away from me and the cake which willingly comes to me, I would give the latter one a better ending.
Looney looks at the lighthouse and then turns towards her confident companion. At last she relaxes and shrugs.
All right. If I have to be eaten like a cake, I prefer to be the cake that has more control over its death.
Get into the boat then. Let's head to the lighthouse.
Huh. A normal lighthouse. Not even a bloody handprint is found here. Well, I'll be damned.
Feeling disappointed, Harpedia stands straight and gives up being a sneaky adventure.
The reality is not as sensational as the stories. Just like the permanent teeth loss can't rival the latest and most frightening curse for excitement.
This is not just an ordinary place to me. I've never seen this before. I used to come here every day, reading novels by the lake, but I've never seen a lighthouse here. It just shows up like a ghost, followed by a series of mysterious, horrific events.
Looney shivers in fear and stays close to Anne.
Timekeeper? Please, come and take a look at this.
Look inside.
This is...
The man behind the scene is much simpler than I thought. Maybe he really is a child. Like those evil kids in the movies. Despite their evil nature, they can only perform the evil deeds through simple means. Are we really going to open it?
His arms folded, Harpedo walks half a circle around the box.
We'll have to open it, according to the note.
I am saying this is obviously a curse. A lighthouse, a strange lake, a fishing net in a wooden box. Rub it 3 times, blow and unveil it. What comes out of it is definitely not a genie offering us 3 wishes.
We have dealt with more curses in the past 2 hours than many people do in their entire life. If it is a curse, then it is a curse prepared for us.
That makes sense. The man ponders for a few seconds, raising his eyebrows in approval, and opens the box. Continued, of course. And creatures from Green Lake.
Today, I'm going to read you The Frightening Hunter. I wrote it yesterday.
Oh, puppets.
Read it! Read it!
Your sock puppet.
This is the story of a hunter. The hunter is tall and muscly and of great frame. He can twist steel rebar with his bare hands, and no one can lift his arms up by a hair's thickness and escape from him. The hunter lives in the campsite, deep in the woods. He would slaughter every living thing that breaks into his territory. One day, a group of college students came into the forest. They enjoyed their time there, drinking and dancing. When it comes to the night, the strongest of them disappeared.
Oh! Where did he go?
The hunter killed him! He hung the boy's head on the tree and turned to the girl with the blonde hair.
Oh!
She also soon breathed her last breath. The 3rd victim is the clumsy short guy, followed by the nerdy tall guy. At last, the hunter came up to our protagonist, the kind, naive girl.
That was the first story she ever told me.
That sounds like Anne.
An intriguing, interesting story.
This is the story of Jessica.
Ooh, Jessica.
How nice, you're here again. It's been a month since you last showed up here.
Just like the character we've seen in the movies, she's a kind, introvert, virtuous girl. The friends of hers took her to a beautiful campsite next to a lovely lake. This would be the perfect place for a swimsuit party.
You've grown taller. Can you get up so I can see better?
What they didn't know is that deep in the water, a defeated, evil army is in hiding.
Why are you frowning?
Countless demonic war beasts were roaring relentlessly to be unleashed, and an evil plan has been hatched. A massacre was about to take place!
What can I do to make you feel better, Jennifer?
Yes, a nightmare indeed. Jessica ran as fast as she could, kept pushing herself to go faster and faster until her ankles could not support one more sprint and she rolled into a muddy pond. The monster with dark fur and a bloody mouth was right behind her. Then...
And then...
Are you crying? Jennifer?
Jennifer! We gotta go! Where are you?
Oh no! It's Mom! I'm here! I'm here!
Yes. So you are crying, Jennifer? Oh. Aren't you taking the notebook with you? Why are you throwing it into the lake?
I really like this place, but I'll probably never come back here again. I gotta go.
so such a sad deer. Oh.
See you, Jessica.
Okay. See you, Jennifer. That was the last story she told. I didn't understand what she meant by see you, for she has never actually seen me. After that, I also haven't seen her for a long, long time. Feels like for ages. I went through every corner of the campsite and collected every item I could possibly find, making stories out of them, one after another. But who is there to tell? There's no one in the woods anymore.
At first, I spent my days with my furry friends. They were my loyal listeners, and I taught them how to act and behave like the monsters in the stories. We played the stories one after another. It was great fun. But the stories got old. No exceptions. This is when those young people came into the woods, like the protagonist in our stories. They arrived with their friends, and each of them have different relationships with one another.
We had a good time, but I would think about Jennifer a lot. When I started to believe that I will never see her again, she's back. She came back with many people who I have never met before, as well as a camera that I have never seen. She was here to make a movie, which is a word I used to hear a lot from her. I understand it to be kind of a story that could be stored in a box. I'm glad that she's still passionate about horror movies, like what I have been feeling in all these years. They were short of one actress, and I know what that word means. A brilliant idea came to my mind. I joined them. I was like the monster in the stories that hides in the group. She will be so surprised when she finds out what I did. However, an accident happened. There were other people in the forest. Oh, misfortune. What a misfortune.
Jennifer was upset. She got into a fight with a strange man. I called upon the rain, bringing these people into my story too.
They accomplished a good story.
Okay.
The man who knows a lot about horror movies, the woman who is always calm, the woman who seems strange, and the woman who smells like a puppy. They are all very interesting people. I think I start to like them. They are different to the people I met before who always cried and fainted very quickly, not long after my story started. They are interesting and of great fun. So I want to tell them the truth and make friends with them. I had to let them know about this. That my real name was never Anne. It's Jessica.
Oh.
This is the last surprise I prepared for you. Now, enjoy!
The hell, Jessica?
She jumped!
Lonnie, watch out for the critters!
The boss fight?
What interesting accident will happen next?
No worries.
Wow.
Please, don't resist.
Whoops. An accident. Don't worry, you won't cry too! Interessante, interessante! That's them? Huh. Police's number. I'll carve it on your face. Hey! Don't worry, you won't cry too! Easy, poor thing. I'll give you the time to pray. I'll give you the time to pray. As if possible. Wow.
It will all be fine.
Ciao, amore!
Breathe.
Interessante, interessante!
We need some peaceful moments.
Just a reminder. Watch your steps. Huh.
Water, shower,
Mind the machines on the ground. Bang.
Relax. No worries. Relax.
Wow.
Police's number. I'll carve it on your face. Whoops. An accident. My apologies. Don't beat me.
No worries.
Huh. That's them?
Come back to me.
Easy job.
Go to hell!
Hey, you huh? Wow. Huh.
Relax.
Hey!
Breathe.
Prego!
Just a reminder.
No worries.
Watch your
That's them?
steps. Mind the machines on the ground. Bang.
Viva il mio maestro!
Hannah. Monster designer?
The lighthouse is sinking. Everyone move and leave now.
And she was the last girl. She was our only means to survive in this horror story, and we have lost her. No, she was never with us.
Looney murmurs, staggering slowly.
I'm to blame. It's me who created such a girl at Green Lake. A girl who restrains people and treats them like toys.
Calm down, Lonnie. Calm down.
I can't.
He almost bursts into tears.
It's too late, Tooth Fairy. We have lost all the cards.
We still have a chance.
You don't understand. It was me who created the stories. I created that monster. I've drawn many monsters in that notebook, and with all those stories I told, I created her. I turned our last girl into the biggest villain. What should we do now? How are we gonna...
You are right. This is the story created by you. They are all created by you. It's your story, your monsters, your past, your arcane skill, and your identity as an arcanist. They all belong to you.
Belong? To me?
Cabin shakes again. The critters are tackling the glass windows irritably.
The monster born in the bottom of the lake, the butcher, and the pathetic bride. They all came from you. It was you who taught Jessica how to make a story, how to create all of this. She created them all, but you endowed her with such ability. She's the creator of these, and you are the creator of...
Everything in their sight is shaking and even collapsing.
This is a page in your chapter. You created it, so you should learn to accept it, control it, not fear it.
The fairy is still walking forward determinedly, step by step.
Don't run away, but face it.
Blondie! Timekeeper!
She flounders, yet it doesn't stop her from drowning. She gradually loses her strength due to the lack of oxygen, and then she seems to see a spot of silver light. Ooh, that moves too fast.
The boat? Is Blondie's?
It's her arcanum. Now, she's doing her utmost to keep the ship in balance.
Damn it! I knew I shouldn't be so ostentatious. There's no way that I can have control over such a big boat. If I keep doing this for any longer, I would die of headache before making it to Aunt Jessica.
I've warned you so, haven't I? But don't worry, the reliable Horopedia will save your neck. Using this amazing tool. Good! Hooked onto the rock. You might feel a bit seasick. Please try not to vomit. If you fail, at least don't puke on me. Set sail and hold tight. We are heading towards the riverbank.
The riverbank on the other side gradually grows longer and longer as they approach it. They arrive there very soon. The critters guarding the banks are roaring together.
What interesting accident will happen next?
No worries.
Wow.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Don't worry, you won't cry soon!
My apologies. Don't beat me. My apologies. Don't beat me.
That's them?
Relax.
Police's number. I'll carve it on your face.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Whoops. An accident.
Interessante! Interessante! I'll give you the
Just
time
a
to
reminder.
pray.
Watch your steps.
Ciao, amore!
Find the machines on the ground. Bang.
I smell the scent of mint oil. Relax. You need some peaceful moments. Thank you for your cooperation. Atu, shoo, atu, shoo,
Wow.
no worries.
Pitch. Easy job.
I smell the scent of mint oil.
Easy,
Relax. Please, don't resist.
Police is numbered. I'll carve it on your face.
Whoops. An accident.
Stop.
Huh?
No worries. Relax.
Wow.
Breathe. Thank you for your cooperation.
Pitch. Easy job. Just a reminder. Watch your steps. That's them?
Find the machines on the ground. Bang.
Atu, shoo, atu, shoo,
Viva il mio maestro!
Still going. Maybe this is the... Maybe the inside one level 30. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Honestly, can't we just show her our sincerity and care? To share something from the bottom of our heart, to cure her agony caused by the antagonist's lonely childhood? Oh, there she is.
You hear those hooves?
Just like I expected. You made it.
Look at her.
Did you enjoy the story?
For the most part.
Oh, I didn't give you any background information in advance. But it's okay. You will see a familiar face or two. I believe you haven't forgotten them. Just like I can't forget you, Jennifer. Come with me. I've prepared you a new home. A home where you may sleep on beds made of soft moss and drink clear, cold spring water. I will get you toffees, coffee, and so many teeth in beautiful shapes. You can even have mine if you like. You will stay here with me happily ever after. Till a time even I don't know of.
You just thought everything through, haven't you?
Jessica, let us talk. You've been thinking of me, haven't you?
Of course I have.
You were fond of me, as well as the stories I made, aren't you?
Yes, I'm fond of you, Jennifer.
The young girl takes a deep breath and tries to show a smile.
Do you want to make me happy?
I think so. I have made you happy once. Would you let me do it again? Do you like my story?
Let us go then. Including Jason, Freddy, and Michael, let all of us go.
Why?
The music
You
stopped.
have made a mistake. You hurt people, and that is unacceptable. This is not funny. I was to blame for misleading you. I can't let you keep on doing this.
Don't you like my story?
Yes, I like it very much. It resembles a lot of the stories I wrote when I was a kid. You must have really liked them. So much that you would remember them, as well as me, for such a long time. I will not leave you alone again. I'll come back for you. Every year. No, every 6 months. I'll have more time after the graduation. If I make a new movie, you will be my first audience, like what we used to do.
But I hate living by myself.
Aww.
I don't want to live like this anymore.
Aww. What's that, Jessica? So sad.
I have no one to talk to. The friends I have here can do nothing but roar. I sing with them as the sun comes up, and wake up among them as the moon rises.
Oh, she sounds so sad.
Jennifer, you know, I used to have the same dream over and over again. A forest and a grassland. Not in Green Lake, nor any places that I know of. I can hear music that I've never heard before. After we met, there was you in that dream. You'd wake up in that dream with me, giving me a wreath. In that dream, I can truly rest.
Aww.
But when I wake up, I found myself in Green Lake again.
Oh, don't be sad.
Do I belong here? In Green Lake campsite? Or somewhere afar? In the days when no one is here, I always hum the melody in the dream. Quietly, waiting, until my figure almost blended into the mosses. But I waited for too long. So long that you were no longer a girl, but a woman now. I'm tired of waiting for you. I'm tired of living all by myself. I was hoping that you may like my story, that you are different from all those people who always tried to run away.
Fog starts to surge, bringing a suffocating smell of grass. In the middle of the fog vortex, the dear girl approaches her target step by step, her eyes glowing green. Oh, that was
Everyone will
sad.
leave in the end, but I don't want that to happen again. We will live a happy life by Green Lake, singing under the starry sky, telling stories to each other, and having a sweet dream on the soft moss.
Let the work begin.
The Nightmare Green Lake can transform multiple times. Proceed with caution for better results against enemies with higher HP and continuous damage. Bring a healing character into battle with you.
Don't worry. Let me show you.
Okay, let's see.
No worries. Please, don't resist.
Hey! Don't worry, you won't cry soon!
No! Don't leave me alone. Oh, look, I still have so many stories to tell. We will have a good time together.
I'm sorry,
The
Jessica.
stories by the lake, the hunter hiding in the campsite. You'll like them very, very
Oh, oh, I did not like that. Ooh.
Are we using the Return of the Monster plot now? Please, save me some lousy plot development.
I did not like that. His voice.
Lousy me.
Given that you're holding a knife, I'd better shut up.
Let's see now.
Wow. That's them? Huh. Don't worry. Let's have a cup of tea. Police is numbered. I'll carve it on your face. Whoops. An accident.
Relax.
That's them? Don't worry, you won't cry soon!
I smell the scent of mint oil.
Prego! Wow. Prego!
The story has ended. It was our first story. Why? You don't like it anymore?
Of course she does, honey, but she has to go. She.
We'll never run out of stories, Jessica. Enough with the fight. It does no good to either of us. Listen.
Oh, I will come up with more games and stories. We will live a happy life forever and ever. Oh, don't worry.
Not the ultimate.
I have prepared it all.
Easy, poor thing.
Jessica? Jessica!
Be careful. She's still standing.
You are worried about me, Jennifer. You are the best. Just like the protagonist in the story. That most beautiful, kind-hearted girl in our 13th story. Here comes the little bride, bloody and dressed in white. Now her story starts, followed by her friends in line.
Jennifer. Jennifer.
A pearl as pure and white as a tooth. What a shame. She is decayed to such an extent.
Please live up to my expectations, Collins.
Okay, let's see now.
Just a reminder. Huh. Just a reminder. Wow.
No worries.
Mind the machines on the ground. Bang. Please live up to my expectations, Collins.
Why? Why?
Oh, she's wearing like a veil now.
I will get you anything you want. My little buttons, the sweet fruits, the moss bed, the dew cup.
Come back to me. We need some peaceful moments.
I'll give you the time to pray. As if possible.
Yeah, I'll do that.
We need some peaceful moments.
I'll give you the time to pray. As if possible. Ciao, amore! Don't worry. Let's have a cup of tea.
Go, go!
Interessante! Interessante!
Okay.
No worries. Relax.
Pitch. Easy job.
Thank you for your cooperation. Breathe.
Oh, don't worry. I have prepared it all. I have prepared it all.
Huh.
No worries. Relax.
Hey!
I smell the scent of mint
Oh, Cradle!
Easy, poor thing. Just a reminder.
oil. You need some peaceful moment.
Watch your steps. That's them? Mind the machines on the ground.
I think this should be it.
Bang.
No, this is not the end. Stay right here.
Hip hip! Hooray!
I'm sorry, Jessica.
The fog starts to gather around her. Step back. Cover your mouth and nose. Don't breathe the fog in.
Her wounds are healing, and I sense her arcanum is getting stronger. We need to leave now, Timekeeper.
No, please don't go.
Voice of Jessica comes out of the fog. She sounds like a little girl who's begging her mother for a puppy.
Please stay here. I will get you the best beds, honey, and fruits. I will search for foods for you. I will take the responsibility to take care of you.
Not this series trying to make me cry. Come on, man. Please. Please.
Jessica, we will not stay. Now listen to me carefully.
No, I hate living alone.
Well, come with me. I will get you a beautiful house, much better than the one you have here. I will show you around. Restaurants, shopping malls, and discos. We can have fun in so many places. I will also get you a room right in our house. I don't care whether my parents allow this or not.
Jennifer, I really want to be with you, but I don't want to leave here. I have no desire for the outside world. I will quickly reveal this true love of mine, and people will look at me as if I've done something wrong.
Aww.
I don't like that. I hate when my power gets weakened. I want you to stay here with me.
If I say I could stay,
Timekeeper!
Jessica, if I stay, what will you get me? Except for food and shelter. What else will you get me?
Will you?
Jessica wipes the tears off her face and smiles.
If you stay, I will share my critter friends with you. Along with my cave, my keys, my little buttons, anything you want.
Sounds great. We will definitely have great fun. But Jessica, where are the people who once chose to stay here? When they stayed for long enough, after you ran out of all available games, they were no longer attractive to you, and no longer adored by you.
Oh, she put it in sad again.
I can stay longer than them, but with no exception. I will become boring one day. You will be alone again. Every day waking up, falling asleep, roaming in the dream alone.
No, I don't want that. I don't want to live like that anymore.
You can lead a different life. You can embrace a diversified and meaningful life.
A diversified, meaningful life?
Indeed.
When you were Anne, you asked what my wishes were. Now I know the answer. I know what I want. It's you. Do you want to come with me? I will find you a good place to stay, where nobody will consider you to be weird, nor will they keep staring at you.
Aww.
You will see the world with us, the amazing and unique outside world.
This outside world. What else will it have?
Well, you're gonna be trapped in a suitcase. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
There are a lot of people and fantastic things out there. Some people eat gold bars. Some others dance on the crocodile skin.
Yeah. Let's not talk about eating gold bars.
Some people ride a rocket, dashing into the sky, and eventually fall into an unknown zero-G. Even the grassland and the anonymous music in your dream, they truly exist in the outside world. If you are willing to come with me, you will have them all.
Will you really take me to that place?
Of course.
Why would I trust you?
I promise, with everything I can offer.
Promise. I know that word. It means words that cannot be broken.
Jessica breathes gently touches Rutan from her forehead to her jaw. She sniffs at her discreetly, like a cautious animal. And when she finally stops, she smiles like a happy child.
I will make your wish come true.
Yay!
I like you. I hope you can be my friend.
Of course.
This is new. I haven't made a friend like you in a really long time.
I love the sound of her hooves mask. So like I'm at Horse Ranch. In the dear girl's palms lies a delicate yet warm remote.
What's this?
This is a gift to you. Press it. You will find out.
I see.
That gift, looking like an old black remote control, makes a beep sound. Ooh. The heck? Next second, the sky splits into two halves and then restores itself to one piece again. Under the sun appears the icon of Zeno. The night is over and the fog has lifted. The horror story has reached its final act.
They're here! Hey, come here!
The medics are ready. Please, leave the injured to us.
Captain! Captain! We found the target and are now carrying out the rescue. Over.
There are no enemies here. Everyone here is a member of our squad. Please don't attack. Repeat, please don't attack.
Oh, come on. Seriously? First we persuaded her with love and care, then we presented the Deus Ex Machina. Now we're doing this? This is the worst antagonist ever. Everything is so screwed. Commentators won't write anything nice for us. Well, if it were them to write the story, characters like me would always fail to live long enough to see the end. So I don't oppose to end this peacefully. But to end it like this...
Aren't you happy? They did it, like what you said. Some emotional and comforting plots. Eventually, it shows us that love always wins.
Yeah.
Miss Tooth Fairy, that was a joke. A joke to show you my sense of humor.
An acquaintance gets out of the crowd and approaches the children quite quickly.
Timekeeper, it's great to see that you are fine. And Mr. Horopedia, Madam Z is waiting for you in the car outside the woods. Please, come with us.
What? Madam Z? She's here? Oh! Ah, my wounds!
Of
How
course.
painful! Medics! Where are the medics?
What are these?
People from the outside world. Don't worry. They won't hurt you. You might receive some training for a period. It might be a bit boring. I promise it won't last too long.
Aww. Aww. Finally, episode 18. I think this might be the end. A cliche photograph. Man, now they make me want to pull for Jessica. I'm trying. I'll try. I got lucky with Tooth Fairy, so I'll try.
Are you suffering from the headache again?
Me? No, I'm not.
You shouldn't lie to a doctor.
Fine. A bit. Just a bit. Some warm water will help. I don't need those things.
Oh, the fairies.
I don't dislike your tooth fairies. It's the texture that creeps me out. We've tried multiple times. You know how it ended.
I think she can't just like... Sounds awful to say this. But once I actually feel bad for Tinkerbell, I'm probably gonna have to take this back now, but... You know... Can't she just like, I don't know... Grind them? This is like powder or something? This sounds like a massacre of fairies.
Don't worry. I have some drugs for humans. Wanna try?
That is another option for arcanists who find it hard to swallow those humanoid fairies. I mean, just imagine trying to swallow the whole thing. Like, and that thing is just like, okay, let's not imagine it.
Oh, that's surprising. Thank you.
How about the future of those kids?
Madam Z casts a glimpse at the back seat and sighs.
Are you talking about the dear girl or Joshua the troublemaker?
You can tell me one by one. It's a long trip back to the headquarters. We have plenty time to chat.
Joshua will pay for what he did. Absent from duty without permission is a severe violation of the regulations. He will face a demotion and be grounded for 3 to 5 months.
Well, I guess we're not seeing Joshua for a long time.
Of course I'll apply for lenience for him, but I think it won't make much difference. We don't have many means to help him. Burton might be a good choice.
You mean assigning him to Verton's team?
Exactly. If we can make Burton apply for that, he'll be put through a much milder punishment. After that, he'll be free to leave with Burton.
Okay.
This is a good idea. How about Jessica, the dear girl?
She needs to receive some education to become adequately socialized. Based on her result of the amended Arcanist Risk Evaluation chart, this little girl is very dangerous. We rescued 9 hostages from her cave. 3 are from the film crew. The other 6 are from the student expedition team that went missing 6 months ago.
Oh, okay.
The validity of that chart is debatable, for it doesn't have a sufficient number of questions to draw a conclusion.
Yeah. When we arrive at the Foundation, we will give her a more comprehensive test. But that doesn't mean that she'll get a higher grade. We all know that the amended version tends to overestimate the examinees.
Can I visit her while she's in the Foundation?
Of course. Chatting with someone familiar is conducive to embracing the community. You don't need to worry too much about her. We'll treat her the right way. The arcanum shown on her is of a very unique kind, and shall be helpful in many experiments.
Any experiments? Oh, yeah.
That's good. But I still have one more question.
Go ahead, Doctor.
Members from the Xeno also participated in the rescue. Did you call them to come?
Yeah. This should have been their responsibilities. To be more precise, all of these problems were their fault.
Are you talking about the missing of their youthfuls?
What? No. But wait, what missing youthfuls?
The myth that Xeno youthfuls disappeared overnight at the Green Lake campsite. Haven't you ever heard of that?
No, never. Where did you hear that?
Joshua told me.
He's just a young man. impulsive, and can tell a story from a fact. Why would you believe? Never mind. Back to the business. By the end of the 50s, Zeno found a bunch of critters with unique appearance in the woods near the Green Lake campsite. As they continued to investigate, they found a special moss in the woods that can trigger changes in appearance. In order to conduct further research, they built a campsite and held some camping activities as a disguise from time to time. The critters mutated and evolved very fast. Meanwhile, the town prospered and the nearby population soared. After several incidents of attacks on local residents by fled creature subjects, Zeno decided to move the campsite out of that area. That dear girl was neglected during the moving. She was left at the Green Lake and kept on secretly living there till now.
Well, she's not made by Lonnie's powers. She's just an experiment from Zeno.
Other critters that escaped have hybridized with the local breeds and hence created the new critters you've encountered.
Oh.
They more or less carry a lineage of changelings, which are very hard to deal with. But thank God you've brought this girl under control.
Changeling.
Jessica has been like their friend or leader.
I think she's more like a leader, or even a master to them.
I think so too.
Zeno conducted military training to the first batch of critters, so they are more obedient than others. Your Jessica is like their commander. She gives orders to the critters at the bottom of the lake through a radio hidden in a remote control, so that they act in precise alignment.
So you knew the truth of the Green Lake campsite from the beginning?
It was Zeno's idea to clean up the mess with the Foundation. They contacted me before. If you could have asked me earlier, like before you depart, we wouldn't have to go through so much trouble.
Kids were ignorant for lack of knowledge, yet adults were ignorant for their cognitive inertia. In a story where truth and falsity are mingled together, it is hard to tell which is which.
What did you say?
Nothing important. Have you heard of what happened to my brother?
Huh? Your brother? What happened to him?
Do you know how his teeth disappeared?
I don't want to offend anyone, but wasn't it because of the curse of the tooth fairies? What? What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Nothing. As for my brother, I will tell you more later. Hush now. Give me my camera.
Tooth Fairy turns around, leans over her seat, and presses the shutter. Yusanetta, Burton, Jessica, Lonnie, and this troublemaker, Joshua. The children are leaning against each other and sleeping in peace. That's the end of the horror story, which is not that horrible though. Yay! Oh, that was good. That was really good. Critters in the forest around Green Lake have grown restless without Jessica's leadership. Trying the campsite, please fight them off and protect the campsite. Created by take environmental factors into account. Oh, critical damage plus by 50% when the caster enters battle. Okay. Campsite inspection. Okay. So we still gotta do that. Hard mode doesn't unlock until 6 days. And we do got some currency for the shop, which we'll be able to grind out once we unlock the rest of these. Yep, seems to be about that time. Man, that was a good story. That was good. Almost made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. Now we got a total of 63. It's almost as if we didn't even pull on this banner. Other than that, that was really good. I really like how it ended. Oh, so nice. It's so nice. I will say, all in all, I'm so glad that I got to learn more about Tooth Fairy, as well as Jessica. Now they make me want to pull on Jessica, because now I feel so bad. So good. So I can't wait to see what the rest of the stories have to offer. I want to click on this real quick and see if this is Tooth Fairy's story. So let's see. I'm not sure if it's an animation or cinematic might pop up. So that's why I want to click on this right now, just to check real quick. Oh, it does. It just starts. A forgotten place. Oh. This is...
No.
It's empty.
Thank you.
At least the pouch is still there.
Wow.
Besides the pouch, that's not a good sign. We didn't apply for a terrain sensor for this mission, so it'll be 63.5% more difficult to find it. But the camp is limited in scope. All things considered, the chances to retrieve the teeth are not too low. Miss Tooth Fairy, if convenient, could you please describe the appearance and quantity of your collections? As detailed as possible, we can...
Oh!
I remember.
I think it is...
The Bad Kid's teeth will be hidden by Tooth Fairy. The bag on her waist is seen as her trophy. This is completely fabrication. Just some gossip to scare the kids. No one knew the author. Not me anyway. That's new to me. Of course, they wouldn't be that stupid to trick the Verton with such a lame story. Only good kids get scared.
I'm not sure.
I'm sorry, I don't think I'm familiar with the story either. Oh, I forgot you were from the other extreme. Forget these nonsense. Now begins the activity more mediative than looking for a needle in a haystack. Let's go.
No worries.
Miss Tooth Fairy, we will do our best to keep our eyes on those scattered teeth for you. Mind the gap between your feet and the branches. Beware of those who slumber in the middle of the road. Be continued. Okay, so this is the part in the Okay, got more wards. Nice. So I'm guessing this is a side story. Delving into Tooth Fairy, I think, maybe. But yeah, in the story they did say something about her pouch going missing or something like that. And they never did talk about it, so I guess it was in this. instance. So that's probably what that was about. It does seem like I have a lot of things to do, and these unlock in 20 days, along with Jessica, I think. But yeah, if all things said, this has been a wonderful video, and this has been I can't speak right now. But this has been a wonderful event thus far. I'm glad that I enjoyed the story, and I hope you guys are enjoying the story too. If you like this video, y'all want a plethora of more Reverse 99 videos from me, spam the like button as well as subscribe so you can see more from both me and Dahlia. I know Dahlia hasn't been uploading as much as I can, but she's still here and she will get back to it eventually. She just has less time than me. But yeah, I'm really glad how this patch is turning out. I'm glad I got Tooth Fairy. And yeah, I'll be seeing y'all real soon for the next Reverse 1999 video. Bye!